The guns are only on there for, like, if somebody comes across her in a suit or something. She's a forward operating base. You'll notice she's made mostly out of large cargo containers.
Yeah, basically a stick.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm at 100 kilometers. Get a little more. Hello, everybody. So, we're starting the stream. You guys don't recognize this ship. That's because the ship I used to have, I blew up. By totally accident. Yeah. I, may have gone into T1 without realizing how bad T1 was, and, ate, I don't know, 30, 40 torpedoes. Poor volunteer is absolutely destroyed. I'm cutting acceleration. We'll just coast for a little bit. And then I was getting everything set up for this stream. One of the things I wanted to do was get some more tech, because building the second one pretty much exhausted our supplies of a lot of the tech that we had. Fortunately, Vengeant Mjolnir donated some tech to get this one built to the cause. This potato-looking mess. But she's actually called Purple Majesty, which is a type of purple potato. And then as I was sending points to people, for some reason Alliance chat wasn't enabled, and I forgot to put it into faction chat, and I sent the entire server where our FOB was, so now we're moving our FOB by a distance. We have been moving it for some time, and then once we get the FOB moved all the way, we should be fine. But yeah, a comedy of errors on my part. Minor setbacks, as the stream says. So how's everybody doing tonight? That's also people in voice chat with me.
I'm trying not to die again.
Yeah, this isn't really a passenger ship. You types. Scarlet, I see you in stream chat, but I don't hear your beautiful voice in voice chat, and I don't see any of your ships flying around. Master Scarlet. Pro SE, yes, I am the proest of pro. Anyway, so this is my second attempt at a hunter that can do T1. All of her PDCs aren't complete yet. I did a little hunting before, and I got a fair amount of components, just a couple of light spawns. And then while looking after the kids, because I'm here by myself now because Nabarine is off on her cruise with her mom. So, here by myself, and I now have to, make sure that if I'm playing, I have to have the door open, go and visit kids and stuff. And I thought I disabled the ships that I was coasting towards. So I turned my railguns off and then wandered off for a little bit, came back right before I entered PDC range, sat down and watched the PDCs fire and tear this side of my ship all up. It's not that bad. I actually didn't lose any function, but I did get chewed up quite a bit. Lots of armor damage. Good wing place. That sounds great. Vengeance I'm breaking. And as you can see, I've maxed this SIG out perfectly. 497.4 kilometer SIG on braking. I got really lucky with the PDC fire. I managed to avoid it mostly. These XL blocks are pretty tanky, actually. I'm pretty pleased with how well they got hammered by the PDCs. 60 kilometers? Alright. I see you. I have your SIG. Okay, I will head over your way. So we're gonna rendezvous, and then we'll get this thing repaired, and then we'll go in and we'll blow up some TI, or not some TH. The only problem with going in there, I think I'll want to go in alone unless you guys bring combat ships, because it spawns per person, not per grid, which is the dumbest in my opinion. Krazzle, is the first time you got wings today? Sorry, what was that?
I was just going to say I have my combat ship almost done. It's missing about 4 reactors that need to be completed and then stocked up with ammo.
Sweet.
And I'm still in the process of rebuilding the Lost Star.
The re-lost star. It's okay. You lose ships all the time on this. Actually, this was my, I think, my first full hull loss on this server. I'd have to double check, because I think every other time I got hammered, I was able to save at least part of the ship. But this is the first time that there was nothing worth saving. That's what I forgot on this stupid thing was LiDAR. Darn it. Hey, he who types, can you slap a LiDAR down somewhere on the exterior hull?
Yeah, if I don't get killed.
I'm gonna decelerate a little bit first. Hang on. I'll get us down below 300 and then let you go do the thing.
I hopped back to my ship, but if you need me to come back to pulse the drives or open the beacon, I can.
I can just do grids list since I own it. If I need to. Oh, hey, round beacon. Coming to a stop. Not too bad. I got within 8 kilometers just from eyeballing it. Pretty good. Who types hold on that. What we'll do is we got a dock with fruiting habit, give it all of the goodies that we have on board. And then use it to repair this ship. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with chicken wings, Casual. Chicken wings are good. Wings good.
Wow, I can see the top of the ship. Wow.
And we're getting radar hit after radar hit after radar hit out of aerial. Sounds like the UN is doing crazy things over there. Yeah, our trade will buff out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. The other thing I did with this particular ship is I made sure to bring a lot more cargo space. I think the last one had the equivalent of 3 large cargos. This one I think is the equivalent of like 12 large cargo containers. So I can just get all the delicious materials. And she's got 2 camis, so doesn't matter what I put in it. It's gonna go fast. Turn my thing to low. You know, I didn't mean to make this look like a Christmas tree, but I'm kind of okay with it.
It's a little angrier and spikier. Maybe it's a monkey tree.
This is a Christmas tree after somebody burned it.
What part of the world do you get a blue Christmas tree?
I'm sorry, what?
What part of the world do you get a blue Christmas tree?
I mean, colors aren't my strong suit. The top screen. This ship's purple.
Oh, you're not talking about the ship. Okay.
Whew, the soup in DX1 is real. It's actually not that bad right now. It's like 0.65 or something. It was real bad earlier. By the way, this ship will be in the faction hangar. If people are displeased with its looks, feel free to add on, change things, do whatever. I am fine with it. Community builds are my favorite kind. The temple still, I think, stands on Europa, just depowered, last I heard. So, that's pretty cool.
I'm often told I build horrible things, so I can't complain.
Let's see, let's go to this ship's cargo. Big boy.
Zaccos are 120 mil lead steel, aren't they?
I think so, yeah. The mounted one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that is correct. Sorry, this isn't exactly riveting content. Oh, crap. I want to bring that back. Ugh. There we go. Isn't exactly riveting content right now. I'm playing everyone's favorite game, inventory management.
I've been trying to read up on the client-side inventory sorter, and it's pretty interesting, but I don't know. It's a little different than Izzy's.
I was looking at it, and it's like, wow, that looks like it's super, super useful. But I just don't have the, I didn't have the bandwidth to do it. Let's see, let's go to UNN, Deep Welder. I want activate, and I want you to draw.
I either don't bother with the cargo management, or I just straps down Izzy and just let Izzy do it.
I hate Izzy so much. I need my tanks. I think I can get a full tank of gas off this thing. That was the other thing I changed from the other hunter to this one. The other hunter was running on 2 large hydrogen tanks. This one's running on 8. So I've got lots of legs. And now I can get all repaired from this deep welder. I love tool core. Yeah, I know a lot of people have used just a bunch of small tanks, but they changed how enthusiastically those things blow up. And I'm not too worried about it. I wonder what that is that I can't build. I've put taco tanks on a combat ship before. What are you missing?
I was a pretty big proponent of the small tanks. until I lost my last combat ship, where one railgun round detonated over half of them, which took out so much of the ship it was not recoverable.
Wow. So the Tycho tanks, if you wrap them in light armor, don't propagate. The explosions don't propagate, but they do bad things. Like they do still, blow up whatever their container is, and then they're big enough to where they can take a bunch of rails. This thing is not designed for PvP, so I wasn't too worried about it. My PvP ships will probably just have the standard itty bitty tank layout. Itty bitty tank committee. Gas tank only go a little boom. Little boom, not big bada boom. Gosh, I love Tool Core. I love Tool Core. Like, I wouldn't want to try to build a brand new ship with just a single welder like this, but it is definitely better for repairs.
Yeah, I'm currently building a ship with a single hand welder.
We have a printer at Trishula. And a tug.
My base is currently static, and I have no idea where the new base is.
It's actually the oldest BCG base, but it's the you have access to the faction hangar, right?
I believe so.
So it's in the faction hangar, and when it unhangers, it tells you where it is, and you can spawn there, load your blueprint into the tug, which is also in the faction hangar called Trishula 3, and yeah, then you're good to go. You can print stuff there. Now, it doesn't have a whole lot of tech at the moment because I built this. And Vengeance, I think your vault might still be attached to it unless you grabbed it.
Nope, you haven't unhangered it. It's still there, but whatever tech's on there, people can use.
Well, you should be able to unhanger from the faction hangar.
Couldn't last night, said I'm not whitelisted.
Weird. I wonder if it's just leaders.
You can whitelist specific people as well. It had a prompt saying you could do something with it.
I will have to learn about this. Are you at your base down there?
Yeah, I am. I'm just trying to finish these reactors. I don't need anything from the vault.
Okay. But I was just gonna say, if you want the vault back, I can pop it out real quick right now.
Okay, I'm doing the hunt for the October to find the door.
This one is a DE special, for sure.
I have 6 energy left.
Well, that's one way to get inside. It's so that vertical kind of blade looking thing on the front, you'll see there's 2 spots where you can see through it, little archways. Doors are in there. Either side. Did you find it?
Nope.
You're so close. Go bowwards. Bow towards the bow. Towards the bow. That's not the bow. The bow's the front. Front of the ship. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Turn right. There it is. It's in there. See it? There you go.
I can imagine how much fun Nab's gonna have fun finding that door.
It'll be fine. Okay. He who types, if you want to bring your ship out here, or you can stay here and build stuff on that. I want to, at least for this round, go into Saturn solo so it doesn't give me double spawns, because I'm not fully PDC'd up.
Sure.
And then Vengeant, you're planning on coming out here when your ship's done?
Yeah, it's technically ready, but there's a conveyor problem with the railgun, so I'm trying to track down.
I love it when that happens. So much fun.
I am out.
All right. Purple Majesty departing. I'll be back with more goodies. I hear some yelling out in the other room, so while I'm coasting towards Saturn, I will go figure out what's going on over there. Be right back here. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I have to say, projector highlighter is amazing. See, let's kick it up a little bit more. I will say this grid with all Narimans right now definitely chews the torpedoes up faster than my mostly red field. Although I have, even with a bunch of my PDCs not complete, I have more PDCs on this grid than I did on the other one. With better fields of fire.
Coil flax.
Once I get more MCRN reactors, I think I might. Right now, a bunch of my PCUs tied up in the OPA reactors to power my dual railguns. I've only got 2 MCRNs. If I can get 2 more, then I can get rid of 4 OPA reactors. I think 6, actually. I think I have 8. Yeah, I have 8 OPA large reactors, and if I get 2 more, I can get rid of 6 of those and free up a bunch of PCO and throw some coils. I actually have a couple spots that would work really well for coils on this thing. If I can throw 4 coil guns on there for flak, it'll be really interesting. Let's kick up the drives all the way here. We're going to Saturn. I'm really interested in how well the coils do, because what I want to do eventually is I want to make a CG PvP ship that is designed to kind of hang back at the edges and support, and throw a bunch of torpedo launchers on it, and then throw 4 coils on it, and it just fly around vomiting torpedoes and shooting down torpedoes.
So I discovered my problem, and for those who work with software, it is known as PEBCAC.
Oh, I love those. I do that all the time.
Yeah, my railguns weren't on. That's why I couldn't transfer into them.
Oh, I spent an hour with Volunteer trying to figure out why I couldn't load my hydrogen tanks, and it was because my oxygen tank that was in the way from that specific connector was off and would not pass the hydrogen along. Oh, it was good times.
I love this game, and yet sometimes it just makes you furious.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like when you're trying to do a flip and burn and don't see an asteroid, smacks into it and blows up and loses your hopper.
I have yet to see an asteroid. So when you say flip and burn, are you doing it manually, or are you using the script?
The script wouldn't work for me, so I had to do it manually.
Okay,
while
perfect.
I was trying.
Do it manually, because the script, I think, kills more ships than manual flying does.
Actually, both of it killed me.
Yeah, Ollie, I know. More MCRN reactors. They're the solution to everything.
So I think I'm going to take this to Jupiter just to give it a quick shakedown. I don't want to go to Free Navy and have the whole thing be blown up.
Well, the T3 and T2 Free Navy is not very difficult. As long as you've got decent PD, you're fine. But do what you want to do.
It is a workshop ship that everyone recommends, and it's the one a ton of people have been using for PvP lately, so I think it's okay.
PvP. I know the ships are very different now, because it used to be that PvP grids were good hunters too. Now PvP are good against like T3 and T2, which are the outer two bands. But when you get into the rail brawling area, they're not very good, because you actually want to drive tank for that stuff now.
Yeah, it is a drive tank, but I don't have it loaded with parts. Guess I should do that.
Do you have grinders on it?
Yes, I do.
Well, I mean, just kill a couple ships and you'll have parts. What drives does it use?
It's got a Cami and 4 Leos.
Yeah, as long as your power is tucked behind the Cami, it's pretty good. That's why I went with dual Camis on this particular ship. And vertical even symmetry. And I know some of you are shuddering at the thought of that. Oh, I just saw the picture in Discord. That is a cool looking ship.
All right, so out to Saturn I come.
If you want to. I've got a ways to dip in there. I can also save PCU on this thing if I really needed to and take 2 of the grinders off and just go to 2, although it'd slow down me eating my kills. So, yeah. What is a reactor's what, 300 PCU? I think it's 300.
I think they got all standardized to that, yeah.
Yeah, so I have 2400 PCU tied up in those OPA reactors. So I could easily squeeze probably a couple coils on here. So coil's what? Let's see. Is it 1250 for a coil?
1500 it looks like.
1500 for, okay. That'd be tight. Because I'm at 40,000 PCU. I thought the build world had it higher than that. Interesting. Does PCU not count when the blocks aren't fully complete? I thought it went up when the block was placed.
I'm not actually sure. It might be when it's complete, because I know the plugin that deletes blocks doesn't delete them until the build is complete.
Okay, so it must be when it's complete then. Incomplete blocks count as one PCU. Got it. Alright, so that's why my PCU is so low. Because this thing I think is like 45,000. Something like that. $46,000. Can't remember. I'm close to the top. Although with those reactors gone, I could probably squeeze 3 coils. I want at least 2 for point defense. I do have 4 Artemis tubes that are loaded with the MCRN anti-torpedo torpedoes. Because I saw the hail of fire that destroyed my last ship, and it will not be happening again. No, thank you very much. Uh, 50,000 is the PCU limit and has been since I have played Takari. Ah, camera. Did I? Nope. Definitely not, Ollie. Nope. Absolutely not. Oh, I've got the grid targeting off on those, so. Hey, praise Josh Gabriel. We are gonna go hunt some free Navy so I can get some more goodies for more MCRN PDCs to finish this thing off, and then we're gonna try some T1. I lost a ship to T1 today. Volunteer is no more. If you watched the last stream, that ship I was flying was Volunteer. She dead. She ate 30-some torpedoes. Fought off a bunch of them, just did not have enough point defense. I got distracted because I'm caring for my kids right now. I'm sole parent. And started paying attention to the PDCs just as they overheated and took an unlucky hit that severed my main drive's fuel. How deep in are you going? So you have to go, I think it starts at 550 is where the spawns start. So like we could, in theory, pull fruiting habit in here, but I wanted to keep her out there. I actually kind of like that they have the buffer zone, so people with like super slow loads don't get wrecked while they're loading in. Yeah, 550, it goes up a tier every 100. So I'll probably kill anything that spawns on my way in, but then I'll pop right just below 450 is where I'll start shooting things up. Actually, I saw where I asked where it was. In here. Looking in the MCR Discord to where. Let's see. Up this way. I can't find it.
So empty, the ship seems to have good acceleration. At 60% override, it's maxing out at 500.
Nice. Lots of extra there. Okay, Ollie, I gave you a flare. Let's see, we have JSO there. Massive SIG up there. So we'll be joined by JSO and Ollie. I don't know. You guys riding together on that thing? Just gave you another one, Ollie. Ollie's talking to me in chat. That's why people can't hear the other half of the conversation. There you go, Ollie. About to break the spawn zone. Purple potato gonna do purple things. I don't know where Nev is today. Oh, I see you, Ollie. You should see me now. Let's see where I have to go to get up to 500. Haven't tested this one yet. Gabriel, she's got 46 PDCs.
Okay, so I put a brief picture of the current ship in the Space Engineer Discord and a brief description of what still needs to be done.
Okay. Looks like I hit 500 at 85%. I'm a bit heavier. Oh, here we go. We've got a Shandian. Torpedo's not firing, though. I'll take it. Make sure my grids are off, yes. Uh-oh, I think they broke torpedoes on Shandians again. This one is not firing on me. I will not do it the same favor. Oh, incoming. Here we go. So with the weapon core radar, when it turns yellow, is that the grid that's firing at you? Is that what that means? My rails are not firing. Why are my rails not firing? Shoot neutrals off, target grids on, target subsystems on. Cool, my railguns are not firing. Oh, I know what happened. There we go. Focus target was on.
Is it target power on those?
Yeah, so they auto stop when you depower them. Sweet, power off. Let's go eat a Shandian. I think I knocked its drive cone off because it slowed down real quick. Just friends here? Yeah, just friends. Alright. Ollie says he fires on utility first and then kills power. And you get more accurate shots that way, so try it both ways, I guess. Yeah, Ollie, but didn't they turn on with, he was saying that it's better to target utility with ships with rails because you move the side without the rail and kill power. But didn't they turn, add decoys for that stuff? I don't know. Yeah, Gabriel, the railguns punish quite enthusiastically. Sure, my grinders are on. This is a Shandian. I love the way the Shandian looks. Whoever made it did a great job. Who did the Free Navy NPCs? Do you guys know? Void made, of course Void did. Yep, poke some holes in this one. Good news, everyone. I have some more raw materials. Something kind of relaxing about eating ships.
Looks like it has Narromans on it.
It has Narromans and Redfields. Free Navy has a mixture of both. So you don't have to go to, you know, Earth to hunt faction NPCs, which spawn a lot more aggressively because they're designed as a security system. I think these have two Narromans and one Redfield. And then a bunch of torpedo launchers. I think 2 torpedo launchers. You get some MCRN torpedoes from them too. And MCRN reactor parts. And other shenanigans. Also, if you eat your kills, you never have to mine, which is my favorite. This thing actually looks more like a sunfish than anything else. My ship.
Add some bright colored fins to it. Change his name to something tropical.
I do need to give it a proper paint job. This was very much a rush job here. And we'll dive a little deeper and go grab some more tasty stuff. Big ship eating a little ship. Nature in space is beautiful but unforgiving. I appreciate that. I have nothing to do with this ship. Yes, Rush, I built this in 2 hours. I designed it in 2 hours and then pulled it in another hour in the game. So that's what happens. It's not pretty. It's covered. Okay, Eric. Is that in the weapon thing or is that in mod settings? Nope. Dive down a little bit. Give these guys a little bit more clearance. The weapon menu. I will get there in a moment. Objective mode disabled. There we go. Oh, streaming. Shandian. Dual Shandian. This is going to be spicier. Let's dive towards him a little bit. Spin around, dive away from him. Come on, Rails. Do your thing. Good job, Narimans. Do Nariman things. Ooh. These guys get spicy after a little bit, don't they? Got no power. No power. Booyah. Let's eat. Yeah, Alder, I know. This is a hideous ship. I just needed something to get stuff going. My other ship was, no good. Hephaestus heavy cruiser is coming over this way. Interesting. Don't drag him to me, dude. I got food. They shouldn't change targets, right? They shouldn't change targets. I mean, this ship can be made less ugly if I paint it better. Are you PDC brawling the Shandians? You didn't see anything. My other ship had more character and was prettier, but it wasn't as good PDC wise. Unfortunately, the way DX has gone with the torpedo and overheat mechanics kind of encourages the PDC brick. And it makes me sad because it didn't used to be that way. Yeah, Ollie, especially with the anti-torp torps. He says recently you can get away with fewer and fewer PDCs.
Yeah, I definitely have to sympathize with them because it's a hard thing to balance. If you stick with the way it used to be, PDCs were viewed as effectively a shield. If you had enough of them, then torpedoes just never hit you.
Unless you could dump hundreds of them into space at the same time.
Yeah, or something went slightly wrong and then everyone got real mad about it.
Yeah. This way it's introduced a little bit more gameplay into it, but it's still imperfect, I think. But I don't think there's a way you can get it and make everybody happy, not with the way the game works. That reminds me to just slap a LiDAR on this thing somewhere. Yes, num num num. Nature is healing. I love how fast the tool core welders annihilate grids. The other thing that's kind of cool about the Shandians is oftentimes you don't kill the reactor all the way, so you actually get just full UBCs from them. Not a lot, but, you know, between 5 and 10 per. The railgun doesn't quite kill all of the UBCs in it when it knocks out the power.
That's awesome, because I need to upgrade the flax on this thing to something better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you hunt in here for an hour, you'll have enough to do Narimans across your whole grid. Maybe 2 hours, but yeah, it'd do good. Flax are actually better, I think, than they used to be. They just overheat super fast now.
Yeah, I'd want to upgrade them to OPAs first and then maybe think about something else.
So OPAs actually have the most heat capacity of any PDC. They just also are less accurate than either Redfields or Narimans. So they don't hit anything past like 2,500 meters, even though they've got maybe even 2,000, even though they've got 3-kilometer range. But if you tighten them up, they're a really good last ditch PDC. Most people are mixing. This one has all Narimans because I have not bothered to recycle any of my UNN comps yet. Get a little closer to this other Shandian and eat it. You found your first spawn yet, Vengeant?
No, I had client problems and had to reconnect a bunch. I'm 650 out.
Ah. Are you using Seamless still?
Yes, thank you for the reminder. I need to reconnect.
I just dropped Seamless completely, and I mean, I'm blind in the sense that I can't see who's in other DXs, but not having to F5 all the time because weapons just don't work right is worth it, in my opinion.
I'm real close to going that way.
Yeah, I imagine Ollie says Aussie ping times are horrendous, so he needs the Seamless. And like, I'm not throwing shade at anybody who does use it. I totally understand it, and I do miss the instant transition. But I just personally, it's not worth the cost. Sweet. Both of these had Epstein's intact. Oh, balls! Oh! Guess who forgot to turn his Epstein's off? Oh, gosh. Well, I guess I'll grab the PDCs. I just rammed it.
That looks painful.
It was painful.
Good thing you have repair parts.
Yeah. What? Oh, geez. I got more free Navy coming in. I guess I'm leaving this one. Frigates. Oh, they're firing it. Let's go kill those.
Yeah, are they even going after you or are they going after Ollie?
I think they're going after Ollie. I'm gonna go help him. Oh, I'm getting PDC. Crap. It's fine. Everything's fine. Ooh, that was a good hit.
Do you need a temporary welder monkey?
Nah, I'm alright. She's fine. The torpedo that looked like it hit didn't actually hit. Oh, geez. Those are not real. In zombie, no power. I got a little too excited. I've never seen a frigate before. I'm going to knock the power out of that one.
Just saw your SIG pop up. You are not where I thought you were.
Ollie, I'm not going to take this frigate from you. I just want to take a peek at it. I haven't seen him up close yet. Take a peek. Camera, turn it on, please. Those look tasty. All right. Yeah. I can't grind anything down because my grinder rig took a big hit. It's easier to get in and out of my ship, though.
And I have my first Shandian.
Excellent. I think I'm going to have to head back. I don't want to repair here. Go out this way. And projector. On, did it save it? It didn't save the projection. Gosh dang it. Okay, so it's this one first. Right. 1 second. Sorry about that. Kids are fighting. Have to go fix it. There we go.
I got a server crash when I was trying to do a rejoin.
Yeah, just a little damaged here.
Same as or worse than before.
I mean, it's not terribly different.
You say with an evil laugh, so it's worse than before.
Less penetrating damage this time. I'm getting a little too gung-ho, I think, is what's happening. Let's see, any GPS?
These guys are zippy. He almost came within 4K of me, and I was trying to burn away.
Yeah, it can be pretty scary. Raiders, go away. No one likes you. At least I've built something that can take a light smattering of PDC without getting disintegrated. Pew. The ship could be more fire, yes. It's actually mostly smoke, not fire. Well, there's 3 dead raiders in the direction of my SIG.
There should be no fire in space unless it's plasma.
Fire in space can exist if there is an oxygen source. Yes, Eric, I got peppered a little bit, and then I crunched my bow. If I turn this off. Crunch. Real quick. Shift Windows S.
That's an extremely amount of yellow.
There we go. I'm coming back to repair. Oh, he threw out ammo. Ollie just blew himself up a little bit. Let's get all this stuff lined up here. Scrap. Not scarp. Scrap.
What was the medical place that we were at that I have to spawn to? Because it sent me back to the main station on the...
It should just be like Survival Kit 2 and DX1. I'll rename it when I get there. Testing, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
weird. My stream just dropped for a second. It's back now. That was bizarre.
Well, I just did the same thing as you did. I forgot my Epstein's are on and drove through a Belter cargo ship.
How bad's the damage?
Looks like maybe only lost 1 grinder, so not too
Oh,
bad.
it's not too bad. Yeah, I smashed into something harder on the other ship and it wrecked the bow of my poor ship. That wasn't great. Only 15 MCR and scrap before I blew myself up again. I think I'm just being a little bit too confident, a little too cocky here. Point your nose needed. Fair enough. You only have 1 megaliter? I might have like 33 by 3 by 1 cargo containers. How many do I have? 24. I have 24 3 by 3 by 1 cargo containers wrapped around my power. Some of my power. I could save gas, Sheriff, but if I let go of the boost, I will slow down. And I have lots of hydrogen. Oh no. What the heck? Did DX1 go down? Is anyone in DX1?
Checking. Nope, nobody in there. Looks like it might have.
Yeah. Luckily it didn't delete my ship, but yeah, I'm stuck in here now. Well, I guess I'll start repairing the bow of my ship by hand. Well. I'll be right back. My sick daughter is crying after having woken up. Okay, I'm back again.
Raiders seem kind of weak.
They are. They're the equivalent of the destroyers, they're just little twin PDC things. What is the banger plan? Let me see. It's called Some Kind of Swing. I'm gonna die. So yeah, my daughter was crying, and the reason she was crying was because my sons, when they went into the room, slammed the door shut. And she's currently sleeping in there because their grandmother was over last night, because that's where it was Nab's mom, and she's the one they went on the cruise together. So they've been in here. She was in there and wanted to sleep on their futon again. And they, I guess, forgot she was in there despite me telling them 3 times. And so when I sent them to bed because they were in trouble, they slammed the door shut and woke her up. And so she was very sad. Where did I put the... There's the sign of the ship. Is it behind here? It's behind here. There we go. So first off, let's get a bunch of these. See if we can put the front of the ship back on. I have not had a great day in Saturn.
Many lessons were learned.
I mean, maybe. I'm not great at learning lessons, to be honest.
Oh, the nice part about these raiders is they die quickly and leave their PDCs.
Yes. And they don't fall apart into 17 pieces. Crashel says, brothers are, and I say this as a brother, the worst.
As someone who grew up with 4 sisters, they aren't all that nice either.
I mean, kids in general are just kind of cruel and awful to each other. If I get the nose repaired, I can go back to work.
I was half expecting that I'd have some torpedoes since I killed that Shandian and it did not shoot at me.
You should have a handful of MCRN torpedoes from it, unless one of your railguns took out its storage.
It's entirely possible. I also forgot my PDCs on as I came in and it kind of blazed it up.
Yeah, that'll do it. I typically get 4 MCRN torpedoes per Shandian. Around 4. Happening. Hi, my computer just rebooted for reasons beyond my comprehension. Jack, can you hear me? Quiet you. Let's get the music going again. Well, that was weird. Apologies, everyone. I don't know what happened there. It went from, I was just doing whatever and the whole thing just shut off and rebooted. No error message, nothing. And we don't have any belter components, I'm guessing. Yeah, I can try that. Well, sorry folks for the interruption. I apologize for that. I don't know what happened. This computer has never done that before. I'm wondering if there's a power blink. Okay. Does anyone know if DX1's back up? Okay. Okay. Well, I think I will head back and get this thing repaired at Fruiting Habit because I don't want to do it by hand. He who types, watch out, we're moving. You can try and hang on if you want. Of course, I'm gonna have to reset the stupid projector again. I don't know if about, I don't think it'd be a power spike. Maybe a power blink. It's been raining all day, so maybe a tree fell down somewhere and brushed a power line or something. I don't know. It's working now. Ugh. I gotta say, it's a weird vibe being the only parent in the house and knowing it's gonna be that way for like 10 days. And Nab's gonna be out of cell phone range for a long time too, which is gonna be weird for me because we were talking about it and realized that I haven't gone for more than like a day or two without speaking with her for 11 plus years. We've like, even when we've taken vacations, we were at least in contact, but she will be out of cell phone range for several days at a time on this cruise. It's just going to be a little weird, a little different. So I guess it's time to, you know, order pizza, stay in a robe and flip-flops all day, right? Go back to the bachelor life, something like that. I don't know what I'm doing. No, I won't get to do that, no. Wait till you get a double shandy and an Inazami. The torpedoes come flying fast and thick. Yeah. So don't go any deeper than like 460, because 450 T2 starts and then you get harder spawns. So stay in that 450 to 550 range. Yeah. As I blow right by. I only have 15 oxygen left. And no way of getting oxygen. Just respawn now. Not quite a week and a half. Come on. At Fruiting Habit or where? So if it's the UNN welder, it welds a long way out. If it's the MCRN welder, it's a fairly wide field, pretty close to the welder. If you go into the tool and click on Draw On, it should show you. I want bonsai 27 to 5, and this I want 90 0 180. Oh yeah. That's gone better. It's a lot easier to set up your projector when you save the settings. Good night, Ollie. I take screenshots and put them in Discord. So like this ship, I know the settings for everything. So Coldstone, is that the ship you've been losing a lot? Do you have a sprue out there? So it might be easier to build a tug first. Or I can unhang our Trishula and you can go try and build it there. It looks like you have a chunk built. Is that the deep field welder? It looks like it's welded some things. This station doesn't have a whole lot of parts in it. How... Yeah, yeah, actually, it probably is an ownership issue, and it might be sucking out stuff and not placing it. So... Has it built anything? It looks like it's placed a bunch of stuff. Well, so it's a single welder that is not mobile. This was not designed as a construction base. This was designed as a let's repair it when DE's bad at flying base. And it's been pretty good for that. I came back actually to use that welder to repair the ship. So Well, I didn't have the components for it, but it was for repair, not construction. We have construction stuff set up. Does it have a BCG open survival kit on it? Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Let me take a look and see how much of this has gone on. Docking my ship and unloading its components. Yeah, Chikari, you should. Well, we have belter components. Looking at them. That's crazy. We had a pretty good storm, kind of like that last weekend. Yeah, just from the 2 trips that I've taken so far, 26 UBCs and 36 inner components, 55 MCRN scrap. Not terrible. Yeah, and you're of course welcome to use this. I gotta figure out how to whitelist so you can get access to the other stuff. Couldn't find that play. Oh, I wonder if you're in the same thing. Wonder if you're in the same DX as me, if that's how I whitelist you. There you go. You can unhanger the faction hanger stuff now. And put things into the faction hanger. Okay, so yeah, that's the field welder. So it's gotten a chunk of your stuff done. Well, if you disconnect it, the projection's going to go away. What it needs to be connected to a tug. And then it needs to be moved around with a tug. Yeah, but there are problems with this because we don't this was not the right place to build that. The best thing for you to do would be to grind that down, put it back into the ship, go to Trishula. I can unhanger Trishula and unhanger the tug, and they can tug that out. Or if you want, you can send me the blueprint and I can print it off for you at a different point. Because I could probably print off like 7 or 8 of those with the components we've got in Trishula and not even notice. Yeah, it won't happen tonight, but I do want you to pull all that off and stick it back in the base here. Thank you. Okay, let's get over here. I can repair my ship now. If I can find the way in. Just all you gotta do is publish it unlisted and then send it to me in a DM. Oh, looks like we're out of Belgian components. Let me see how many I need. It's not enough to do both, I don't think. Each one takes 20. I've got the lower 2 are working, so it'll be easy enough to use kills to get that built up. I hate how sometimes the draw part doesn't work. Who are you? You are not supposed to be here. Oh, I bet you I had a bulletproof glass. That's probably what it is. You working or what? Nice. Whoa, sudden giant soup. Oh my goodness. Somebody's doing something wrong. Oh boy. I got so turned around with a sudden lag here in DX1 that I flew to the wrong side of my ship. Yeah, that doesn't help either. Fair enough, Mavolite. Trying to get this thing all welded back up. There's something like relaxing about welding a ship, like repairing a ship like this. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Were you able to recover it? Oh, that's sad. I hate that. I have a toss out system on my ship, and it's interior plates, large steel tubes, metal grids, and scrap. Like basic scrap. So if those things are in my inventory, I can spit them all out if I'm starting to get full to make room for more stuff. But I want the components for the most part because I want to be able to do stuff like what I'm doing now, using the enemy to heal myself. I lose a launcher? No, it's just not fully repaired. There we go. So I think the lessons I'm learning is I need to make this welder sprue longer. So this is easier. And I need more lights. It's like painting by numbers. Yeah. It is kind of like painting by numbers. Oh. Hand. Yeah, this is a deep welder right here. The draw isn't working on it for some reason. I'm using a single deep welder. Come on, do your thing. Come on, deep welder. There we go. The rest, except for a couple blocks, are PDCs. Roll this here. It is a vibe, man. I love this server. Lots of cool people on it, too. Good enough. Let's see. How many operable PDCs do I have? Actually, no. 12 finish, 1 damaged, 4 outside view. 4 outside of view? Oh, 4 outside of view. What does 4 outside of view mean? Okay. One more Saturn dive. Get out of the soup. Thank you. First couple I eat should give me the belts and components I need to repair my last two grinders. Saturn torpedoes, bunch of torpedoes, stiletto. Plenty of ammo, okay. Yeah, space games at night are pretty good. I like space games all the time, though. I'll play them in the morning, too. Not tomorrow morning, though. Tomorrow morning, I will be getting the kids ready, going out to Costco, grabbing stuff that needs to get done. My tubes, make sure they're good. Just cruise on in. I'll put up to 65. So it sounds like you're pleased so far with how your ship's performing there, Vengeant. Is it just a sorter? Yeah. What kind of cargo space you looking at if you don't use those? Oh, nice. So it's impossible for them to get sniped in one shot. Yeah, if I hadn't been stupid, I would have gotten a lot more stuff today. Although, I am glad I'm getting shot up because it's letting me know more about how resilient things are and making me less afraid to enter PDC range of lightly armored targets or lightly armed targets. Like, I don't want to, but I know I'm going to survive, so I don't need to panic. Always nice when I get a Discord DM from someone I don't know, from a server I'm not active in, that is just them pinging my username. I'm sure that's nothing nefarious. They probably just want to ask me what the best kind of burger in the Pacific Northwest is. Nutty's Junkyard Grilled, if anyone's wondering. Go there. You won't regret it. Uh-oh. There is a decent amount at, well, I won't have any railgun sabos for you, but there's PD rounds and torpedoes in Fruiting Habit. Oh my gosh. Flee this place. So many lessons. So very many lessons. At least the T3 spawns are forgiving enough. You can make these mistakes. Yeah, you can make these mistakes. I wish I'd been recording when Volunteer died, because it was very cinematic. Like, first one torpedo pops in, knocks out the drive. I'm like, oh, I better fix that. And then another torpedo hits, and another torpedo hits. More PTCs overheat. One more hits and blows me in half. But like the 6 PDCs on the front were just fighting until the very end. The frigates closed to PD range, and so my PDCs were tearing them up. Their PDCs were tearing me up. It was great. It looked awesome. Oh yeah. Like, they look so good that it doesn't even matter if you're losing. You're like, man, that looks sweet. Let's see. Let's get Saturn turned back on here so I know where I am. Just plunging into Saturn. You're wondering about the burger rush at Nutty's Junkyard Grill? It's called the Green Torino. It is a 1/3 pound patty with 3 strips of bacon, a roasted Anaheim chili pepper, a spicy aioli on it, lettuce, tomato, and onion. And it's amazing. On a brioche bun. Just, so good. I like food. Wow. Yeah, I'd offered to rendezvous and give you ammo, but I'm using tungsten. Yeah, Rush, I don't like tomatoes, but a single tomato on a burger can add something that I like, and I'm okay with it. If there are 2 tomatoes, I'm going to be taking one of the tomatoes off. That's just how it works. Oh, geez, server restarts already. I may just hanger this thing here. Do some more hunting another time. And what I might do with the last little bit of stream time here is go and take a peek at the giant hamster ball that we were gifted. And then maybe do a brief tour around Rush's amazing Martian resort. So first, the hamster ball. Cool, Takari. I hope you're able to get back in. Fresh. So this was Mavolite. Yeah, Mavlite gave this, so that we could use it. Now, Mavlite is an ally, I believe, so we're not allowed to grind anything. Really. So I'm not going to do that, but what we will probably arrange a transfer of it over to one of us and then make this into our first Void Temple for Josh. Praise Josh. It's okay, Rush, if the walls are bare. It's just cool that you've got a settlement going on the surface, because there's not a lot of that going on in the server. People stay out in the space. You're going full duster. You struck a pirate claim, and you've pirated Mars. So this is a giant hamster ball. Look at the state of this thing. Absolutely huge. It's big enough to where he's got an Epstein drive inside it. And it doesn't hurt anything. Isn't this gorgeous? Hey. Look at that. Massive. So, I'm thinking some trees in the middle here. Blooming out and around. Taking advantage of the sun. Maybe a little, some little zero-G walkways all around so you can walk around. Maybe put a spherical grav generator in the middle. Oh yeah, this thing is really, really cool. Yeah. It must have taken ages. But it's just gorgeous. Anyway. Let's go to Mars. I think I might call it a restart because I'm pretty tired after watching the kids all day. So it'll be a little shorter of a stream this time. And then next week, it's another Nablus stream. I'll try to start it a little earlier. See how that works. See, we've got Corner Medical. Yeah. I want to design, I might do a design stream on Twitch, a late night design stream somewhere, and design an actual like PvP ship. Just have a goal for what I want. Something that looks nice. Then maybe ask Rush if she'll help me with the interior so that I can simultaneously think it looks cool and get lost every time I'm inside. If you have not experienced a Captain Rush interior, it's something that you have to do at some point. Her hauler felt like a real spaceship, like just rooms, everything everywhere, and I had no idea where I was. It was awesome. My ship interiors are mostly like, well, it's usually there's a box and sometimes there's a second story to the box. And the ship goes out and around everywhere else. Because at the tech that I have, I'm not able to fill things so much. So this is, we're on Mars here. We got some silicon and some iron over there. Rush, for shame. Don't leave your body in. Don't leave your body in, Rush. It's bad for the server. Oh, look at this. She's got like a whole like office complex on Mars. And this thing right here, that's not a thing that's burning. That's not a building, that's a ship. It's the lifter. That was designed for Illis, I believe. I don't think she's got anything. Yeah, it's all empty stuff on the inside for now, but I'm so excited for this to get done. And then it's also something that, like, depending on what Rush wants done, if she gives us an area, we can play with some of the greebles in here. She's got like an industrial room in here. It looks so good. Yeah, no worry, Rush. I just always backspace teleport. There's backspace before I leave. It's very Martian feeling. She captured the look of the Expanse for sure. And this is her super awesome little runabout, which just looks so great. Stealth fighter ship. Really cool stuff. Yeah, so that's our little Martian base. Anything else I can show off? Oh, really? Well, I think I'm actually just going to call it here because I don't want to just sit here and wait for another 60 seconds. But thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for playing. Thanks for being with me while I learned the hard way to remember to turn off my Epsteins. Oh, I'll have to go back and watch that because it was a good-looking collision. I was looking right at it when it happened. But yeah. You know what? That just makes it better. You know, and now neither of us feel quite as stupid because another player who is ostensibly competent and knows how this game works did the exact same thing we did. So it's like, okay, I feel better now. But yeah. Oh my gosh. Was chat off that whole time? Oh no. I'll have to go back and check. Ugh. Anyway, have a good night, everybody.